Hey everyone, Jim from Hapco Inc. here again. Just another video in our series regarding the frequently asked questions we get regarding the new BAK LiiOn battery-powered hand welder. So today's question actually focuses on can I use a regular hand welder with the battery tool? So to quickly answer that, no. Okay, you can't use just your standard LiiOn or hand welder with the battery pack because for one, you do have a specialized connector. So the specialized connector for the LiiOn uses a unique connection. That way it limits you to what you can plug into the battery pack. So that's the simplest answer I can give you. The plugs are not compatible, but there's a reason why for that also too, is that this tool, though it looks and feels just like the typical BAK LiiOn, the internals of this have been completely redesigned. So your typical LiiOn welder is going to run on alternating current, which is AC power, which comes from the wall or is the power that you get out of your generator. In this case, this tool has been completely redesigned to run on direct current, which is actually battery power. So that way, the entire tool has been completely redesigned, different components, different internals that allow it to run on battery power versus being wall power. So you can't take your wall powered tool and plug it into the battery pack. It's not going to work. Okay, they're just not compatible. So that's the first answer to the question. Second is that you do have two-way communication. If you look at the plugs on these, there's two-way communication between the battery and the tool itself. And what that does is that gives a constant monitoring of battery life so that we know how much battery life we have left on our tool before we're going to hit that situation where our tone goes off and then the tool alerts us to let us know, hey, I'm shutting the heat off. So that's the other thing too, is when we get to 5% battery life left on the battery pack when we have the heat on, the battery will automatically shut the heat off on the gun and start the cool down process. It'll play that tone so that you know, okay, I'm no longer generating heat. I need to be done with what I'm doing and wrap it up. Okay, so that'll be what will happen. The fan will continue to run under the control of the battery. The fan will continue to run until the tool is completely shut off. One of the other things you'll notice too is your battery percentage will go up a little bit just because you don't have the load of the element and the heat on the gun. So your battery, once it hits that 5%, plays the tone. When you shut the heat off on the gun, the tone will shut off, but the fan will continue to run to cool the tool down so that way you don't burn out your element. So it's kind of a fail-safe that's built into the tool. Now, if you shut off the battery pack with the tool still being hot while the fan was running, it can potentially burn up your element. So just a couple things to be cautious of, but that's also why we have the special connection for the tool. That way you don't try to hook in a standard tool and we don't have issues with it. So to answer the question, can I use a regular welder with the battery? No.